from BS and Beer Media. It's Top of the Bleachers with Jason and Tucker.
Smith coming right, trying to outrun the coverage, makes a cut, gets it. Oh, he's still going all the way. He's going to score. He's got the five.
Let's see what the guys are talking about today.
Yo, yo, yo. Welcome in the Top of the Bleachers. It is October the 20th, 2025. And it's Monday. Happy Monday. Great weekend of football. A lot of good games. Crazy games, crazy endings, crazy fourth quarters, and it's pretty fun. 8-0. Oh, Tuck went 8-0 in the SEC this week on his picks. If you are watching, gonna make you some money.
It was bound to turn at some point. I even did better in the NFL, man. I think I only lost like 2-3 games in the NFL this week. And still ain't in the running for the money.
Yeah, no. I've lost 3 so far. You've lost 3 as well.
Yeah, I think I lost 3. I keep losing the Thursday night game, man. From now on, like whoever I think is going to win the Thursday night game, I'm taking the other team because I cannot pick the Thursday night game.
Who is the next Thursday night? Let's just see.
It's probably the Cowboys.
Minnesota at the Chargers.
Ooh,
Vikings at the Chargers. That's the Thursday night game. So
I want to take the Chargers in that, so I think I might take the Vikings. We'll see how the week plans.
You got time to study and do your homework now.
Yeah, I'm going to start using my brother's algorithm that he's been using.
Okay, here we go.
I don't know what it is. I wasn't paying attention.
He's going to be believing this, though. Anyway, so we can't go all of our NFL picks, but we can talk about a bunch of the games that happened for sure. And then tonight we got Lions and Bucks and Seahawks and Texans. That's tonight. So, but I don't know how many more days till McDaniel gets fired.
They're giving him a lot of grief on Twitter and stuff. I mean, I guess
you see that picture of him where they got him a picture of him next to a guy who's like someone who's trying to smuggle something out of the country. You know what I mean? He got the dark glasses on, the hood up.
No, it was the Unabomber.
Okay. I don't know if I saw that one or not. But.
Yeah, they've got him next to a drawing of the Unabomber. Back when there are probably a lot of people who are watching this that don't remember the Unabomber, but back when we were teenagers, there was a guy that was mailing packages to people and blowing people up, and it took them a while to find him. When they found him, his name was Ted Kaczynski. And he lived in a shed out in the middle of the woods. He was a hermit. And it was like some scene out of some sci-fi movie. You walk in and he's got like a manifesto and all kinds of bombs laying around and stuff. It was crazy. Anyway, they had that picture of him out forever trying to find him. That was like their one clue that the FBI had to go on or whatever. That's the picture they put up next to Mike McDaniel. And yes, the dude.
I watched a documentary on the Unabomber one time, and he was like out of his manifesto and stuff. You know, he used to be in like Harvard and
he had
whatever job.
He had multiple degrees. I think he had a master's and a PhD and stuff like that. Yeah, he was.
And then he hit the woods and started making bombs.
Well, that's the thing about geniuses. You know, they're going to go one way or the other. You know, they're either going to help society or turn on society, one or the other, it seems like.
True. Where do you want to start with? What do you think you want to talk about before we get started? I did some crazy stuff this weekend, like normal stuff I don't do. I had a YouTube stuff I had to do. It was pretty wild. Yeah, so there's this piece of linoleum back here by the back door that had some ends that come up. So I peeled it all off, and it left this, like glue all over everything, right? So Saturday, between on commercial breaks, I'd get down there with my with my thing, and I'd scrape
Your
away.
scraper.
I was trying to wet it down and then let it get soft, and then scrape it and stuff. And that was just his hard. I cleared like a little square, like a little bitty wash rag size clear thing. Took me forever. I was like, it's got to be a better way. So I started YouTubing stuff, found some stuff you could pour on there and let it sit. I got me a big scraper. It's called they call it a floor hoe.
I dated her.
Big stand-up scraper. That made it a lot easier, bro. And it just put that stuff on there and let it sit for about 2 hours, and then went.
Well,
worked good.
Every man needs a floor hoe.
I know. I about fell over when I saw it. It was right on the bottle. Even it was like, be sure and get you a
floor hoe.
I forgot what the first they called it because I got hung up on the floor hoe. It was like stand-up scraper or something like that.
That's a
technical term.
That's probably like my my favorite part about doing an odd job around the house is it usually means I get to go buy me a new tool.
Yeah. That's how you accumulate stuff over years. Before
you should
a bunch of tools. You're like, how'd I get all this stuff? Like,
you should see my shop. Some people are like, I need this thing that does this. I got one of them. I got one of them.
Oh, that's cool. Nothing wrong with that.
I wish I had one of those eidetic memories where I could like say, oh yeah, I got one of those. I got that in 2015 for this job over here, but I just know I have one. I don't remember why I bought it or anything like that.
Yeah, I don't remember either. It's a lot of stuff you buy and only use one time. You know what I mean? You don't ever have to use it again, maybe. Like that floor scraper, like
that floor hoe. Yeah,
that floor hoe. I'm not going to be using that thing a whole lot. You know what I mean? She wore out. Other than that, man, just watched a lot of football and that's about it. I got out.
Well, I had
that's it.
I had an 8:00 eye appointment this morning.
Mm-hmm.
I woke up at 8:30. So I didn't make my eye appointment.
Oh no!
So I had to call and reschedule. And the lady, first of all, it's none of your business, but she asked me why I missed my eye appointment, and I couldn't lie to her. I was like, I totally flaked. I went to bed, didn't set an alarm. I stayed up till 1 a.m. playing video games, and then I went to bed and I slept through it.
Yeah, that happens.
So now I got to go back November 17th. That was the next appointment.
They get pissy about those missing appointments and stuff, man. They'll cancel you. They'll be like, you can't come here no more. You missed too much. They do that.
Well, every
I guess it's all right.
Every year I end up giving them somewhere between $200-$300, so they probably not going to cancel me.
No, they don't care, man. They don't care, man. I know a couple people actually. They were like, you missed 3 appointments. Doctor said that you're gonna need to find somebody else. Huh?
Oh yeah, but these
you're
are
my
real
doctor. What do you mean?
These are eye doctors.
I gotta go back and see my eye doctor on Wednesday. That's been a debacle, dude. I ordered glasses I had my first exam in September.
Mm-hmm.
This is 1st of September, and now here we are, almost the end of October.
Now wait,
no glasses.
To be fair, okay. To be fair, they did have your glasses ready. They just didn't do it right.
Yeah, they totally screwed it up, man. Put one on. I look like Mr. Magoo looking at the wall over there. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean they're not.
And then I got the new ones in too. Since then, have I talked to you since then? So they replaced them. I got the new ones, right?
Yeah.
Put them on. Still blurry. Still blurry. I took them off. I was like, I can see better without them.
Have you been checking your A1C?
The only part that works is when I use the bifocal. See everything out of the bifocal perfectly.
I don't
It was
know.
weird. Anyway, I told him, I went to the doc and told him, hey, I think my sugar was messed up when I did my exam. I need you to test me again. So I got to go back Wednesday and get another test. So then I got another prescription. Then I wear glasses again. It's going to be freaking Christmas before I can see again. Anyway.
Well, I apologize to the lady, and she made me another appointment, so I'll try to keep that one. But,
all right.
now,
Where do you want to start at here?
Tomorrow morning, I got to get up at 8. Actually, I got to get up at 7, and I got to be at the dentist at 8, and I got to set an alarm because they'll charge me at the dentist if I don't show up. Like, I'll get charged for the appointment. So.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. That's crazy.
Yeah. See, if the eye doctor charged me, I probably wouldn't have forgot my eye appointment.
Probably not. Any other crazy sports stuff you want to talk about before we get into football? I don't even know. I mean, I think the NBA starts tomorrow. If you didn't know.
No, I haven't been paying attention to anything but football this weekend. A lot of good games this weekend, but that was about all I watched. And I didn't see anything crazy in the Twitterverse other than they fired Napier.
Oh, they did fire Napier. They did. They
fired
after
winning a game. They fired Napier, which is crazy. I don't think I can't ever remember that happening, winning a game and losing your job.
Me neither. What's up with that?
It had something that I read somewhere, and of course this was on the internet, so there might be truth to this, there might not be. But I read that they were going to owe him so much money at the end of this next week that it was like, make the move now or pay him like a big, huge part of his money or something. I don't know.
Wow. Well,
but
yeah, they've been wanting to fire him since last year. So I mean, I guess it's just time's coming. You know what I mean?
Again, I think it's silly. Like, I feel like these universities like Penn State, Florida, Arkansas, UAB, like, there's a coach, an interim coach that came in and made a big deal. He got a big, huge win this week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Alex Morton's son, first career head coaching job. And what's he do? He goes out and beats Memphis. That's big time, baby.
Yeah,
that's something the Hogs
QB for the Hogs.
That's something the Hogs couldn't do.
True. UCLA's interim coach has done pretty well too. So,
but I just feel like all these universities, like especially Napier and Pittman, like that should have been taken care of either before the season started or after the season is over. Like, you're not. Yeah. You're not making your season any better by take the Razorbacks, for example. Okay. All the way up to Notre Dame, we're getting beat at the end of ball games by one possession. You know, Notre Dame comes in and just beats the living pants off of us, and they fire Sam. Well, guess what happened after you fire Sam? We're still losing games by one possession. I mean, nothing changed. To me, it was a waste of $5 million. Like, they could have waited till the end of the year, saved themselves $5 million. His buyout would have been $4 million. You could have sent him to the house, you know. But
I just think if you're on the verge, if you're thinking going into the season, man, if this guy loses a couple games, we're going to fire him. You fire him now.
Just go ahead and fire him.
Like, if you're thinking, it's like if they always say, if you're thinking about retiring, you should retire. You know, yeah, it's the same thing, right? It's so silly. Like, oh well, you know, if you win a certain amount of games, we might keep you. That's just
and then the
wrong mentality, I think.
Well, and then the fans don't help any. The fans and the boosters, first of all, every one of them thinks that they're a head coach and that they should be in charge of everything that goes on at the university. And the other thing is that, like, after they fired Sam, we're going to turn it around. You watch, Bobby's going to end up getting us bowl eligible. Bobby still got the same crappy players Sam did. Bobby is not going to get you to a bowl game, okay? And as a fan, it's really odd for me anyway, because like I don't like to see my Razorbacks lose. But every time they lose now, I'm like, well, that's one more mark against Bobby. We won't, there's a good chance we're not keeping Bobby at the end of the year.
The fan base is pretty split right now. It's either stop messing around with the interim tag and just go ahead and hire him. Get this recruiting stuff going in there, everything. He's going to get him to playing good once he gets his players. There's that fan. Mm-hmm. And then the other fan's like, no, I don't want Bobby. There's no way. They're kind of rooting for him to lose almost.
Well, it's like what after he gets
2 sides to be on. There's no other.
There's no building a team anymore. Like, fans are unrealistic with the transfer portal and the fact that we're paying players now. Fans believe that you ought to be able to put together a championship team every year because you're paying players and you have the transfer portal. You ought to be,
Why can't you?
Because only one team does it every year. Only one team ends up winning the championship.
I know, but it's the sub team that did that.
I think that you got to. I think you just need to lower your expectations a little bit as a fan. Like, don't expect a championship. Expect to make the college football playoffs. Like, be there it's kind of like the tournament in March Madness. Like, when the Hogs start playing basketball, I want them to win every game, okay? And I want them to win the national championship. But the main thing I want is for them to make the tournament. Right? That is your first goal, make the tournament. Yeah. And then after you get in the tournament, see what you can do, but make the tournament. Well, that's kind of how the fans should be in college football, especially for schools like Arkansas, Mississippi State, some of us, crappy teams. We need Kentucky. We need to set a goal of, hey, let's make the college football playoff. Even if we get beat out in the first round, let's do it,
Yeah.
And
well, that's step one, right? And then you
win that. But you're not given, like, we were lucky that we got to keep Taylor Green for 2 years because that doesn't happen a lot in college football anymore. Mm-hmm. A kid comes in and performs well, he ends up going somewhere else. Or if he comes in and he doesn't perform well, he gets passed over the next year or thrown into the transfer portal. Actually, having a quarterback play for you for a couple of years is going to end up being a rarity. So I just think they're putting too much. They're unrealistic with their expectations. Fans are, and not just Arkansas fans, but like fans across fans are just unrealistic with what.
Doesn't matter the sport either. It doesn't matter the sport either.
It don't matter. It don't matter the sport. It just I don't know. I don't want Bobby just because of what he did last time he was up there. It's not that I don't think he's a good coach or that he's not a good offensive coordinator or whatever. It's got to do with the fact that he left our program in disarray the last time he left. He's even made comments about feeling bad about how he left the program the last time. And I don't want to give him the opportunity to do it again.
What about second chances? Redemption.
We hired him as an offensive coordinator. Does that not count as a second chance?
It's not the same as being the head coach. I don't know.
Yeah, well, he's had a chance to be a head coach and he screwed it up, and then he went somewhere else and he screwed that up, and then he went somewhere else, and now he's back to us. And I would rather give somebody else a chance who hasn't screwed up is what I would rather do.
Yeah. I'm not really wanting him either, but I just feel like we could do better. But at the moment, I don't. It's not a lot of choices really, and then the more jobs that come open, is the more coaches are going to get hired.
I
different
like
coaches. So I don't
I
know who we're
like
going to get
Bobby.
stuck with.
Yeah, I like Bobby as an offensive coordinator, but if you bring in a new coach, chances are you're not keeping Bobby as the offensive coordinator. They're going to bring in their own people and all that.
Mhm.
So if you want Bobby as a head coach, it would probably be smart to just go ahead and make him the head coach right now because there are so many jobs open out there.
Mhm.
But I don't want him.
Yeah. I think it's not uncommon. It's like I said, it's money split in half right now.
Here's the main thing though. My phone never rings. Hunter Yurchek never calls me and asks me what I think about stuff. So
Dadgum him.
I can tell you how I feel about Bobby, and Bobby could be named the head coach tomorrow. So it don't really matter.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to root for him either way, right? So
I did, man. I rooted my butt off for him, and I told everybody at work, I was like, we will play Texas A&M within one score, and we'll end up losing it in the end, and that's what we ended up doing. So
there you go.
That's Arkansas. We are the theme going around Arkansas right now is we're 11 points away from being 5-1. Yeah, you're right. We are, but we're not. We're 2-4. That's what we are. We're 2-4.
Well, we can start with that game if you want to. Let's go through these right quick. I got that's the time frame we're on again today. A&M at Arkansas. A&M 45-42. Crazy game. Washington looked really good running the ball. Taylor looked good, except for when he gets sacked for minus 500 yards.
He won.
Same mistake.
Like my biggest complaint about Taylor and his sacks are he keeps wanting to roll out of the pocket, and there were a couple of times where he would have been better off stepping up in the pocket instead of trying to roll out of it.
Mm-hmm.
But that's easy to say when you're sitting in your chair watching it, but when you got like a 250-pound guy barreling down on you, it's kind of hard. Just step up in the pocket, man.
Yeah. Step up in there and let him hit you.
Well.
Anyway, it was a good game. One possession game again, of course.
There was the only defense played by Texas A&M. Okay. The one time we did it again, the one time we made them punt, we turned around and punted it right back to them. It was terrible. Our defense is trash. Right? I don't even know why we put guys out there. We ought to just let the other team score and get the ball back. That's what we ought to do.
Yeah, because every once in a while, that once a game, it's like golf. You get that one shot. Anyway, so anyway, A&M stays undefeated and moves on. They're good. They're good. I'll give them that.
Yeah, A&M is pretty good, and that Elko guy, big games too. That Elko coach, his name has come up in the Penn State job.
Yeah, I saw that. Of course, everybody's name comes up right.
They were talking about him being a New Jersey guy. I was like, what the hell's that got to do with Penn State being a New Jersey guy?
He wants to move back home. If he was 2-4, you wouldn't want him. Yeah. Anyway, and then let's see who else we got. Ole Miss and Georgia. Georgia took that one. I thought Ole Miss was going to win that game for a long time. And then Georgia wins it in the end. They seem to do that a lot, don't they?
Oh man, I lose you? No, I was reading Brandon's comment. That one's a little too much, Brandon. You're going way back there. You're going way back.
Anyway, Georgia wins and keeps on trucking. Anything on that game? Did you watch any of that one?
I don't think I watched any of the Georgia Ole Miss game. I don't. I think I might have watched the end of it, but I can't really remember.
Yeah.
I watched a lot of football this weekend, and it all blends together.
I did too. And then the Tennessee-Alabama game, Alabama handled
handled them.
Tennessee.
Handled. I was going to give you credit for that. I flipped over at halftime and I was like, well, some buck, they're handling them. Look at that.
I know they did. It was
There was still a little piece of me in the back of my head that was like, all right, they'll come back in second half, make a game of this. No, man, Alabama controlled it all the way to the end.
Yeah.
And your buddy Red Caps, that dude's getting hard to handle on the okay.
It's a safe place for everybody, dude.
We may have to ban Alabama from
It's not
Discord
just for Arkansas fans, it's for everybody. Any fan. Oh my gosh. Give me get your feelings hurt.
No, my feelings are hurt. I'm just like with every win Alabama has, he gets a little cockier and a little cockier.
Oh yeah. You should have heard the crash out week 1 though. You should have heard that.
That does not happen to Arkansas fans. Like, we don't get cockier with the more wins we get. We just start waiting for the wheels to fall off. We're like, oh man, we're going to screw this up somewhere. Where are we going to screw this up at?
Yeah. Well, they are good. I hate to say it, but they are really good. And Tennessee, yeah, like I told you, probably 2 touchdowns, 17 points. So
Brandon says his niece wants to go to the University of Arkansas. Can she throw a football? Can she play defense? We'll take her on defense.
If she could shoot a basketball, we'd probably take her.
Dude, I'll take her softball, basketball, soccer, golf. We're dominating everywhere. We're just not dominating in football.
Let's see. I mean, Vandy got their win over LSU. It's kind of surprising. That's the only game I lost.
Pick that one. I picked that one.
That's the only one I lost out of the SEC games.
I just don't have any faith in Chip Kelly. He against top. No, it's not Chip Kelly. It's Brian Kelly. Sorry, I get my Kellys mixed up.
I was like, Chip Kelly. I don't even know where that guy's at. He's somewhere right now.
Yeah, Brian Kelly, he's like 5-10 against top 10 teams or something like that. He does not have a good record against 5.
I know. I told you that too, and then I picked him like a ding dong. I guess he's with the Raiders right now.
Chip Kelly? Chip was like one of the first guys to bring in that tempo. Like, he bring in tempo, and he was pissing everybody off with his tempo when he first started doing it. Then everybody started
Oregon.
doing it.
Yeah, back at Oregon.
Yeah, then everybody started doing it.
Anyway, Pavia, man, that dude's a beast. He just kind of wills them to win. You know what I mean?
He's good. He's good. I don't know. He kind of reminds me of Tebow in the fact that I think he's going to be like one of the best college players you probably have ever seen, but I don't know if he's going to translate to the NFL or not. You know?
I kind of feel that way too.
But college, man, he is tearing it up. And he's petitioning for like a 7th year, I heard.
Like, he could be like a Taysom Hill, or he could be a player like that maybe in the NFL.
I feel like Tim Tebow could have been a really great NFL player if he just would have been willing to move to a different position. Like, if he'd have been willing to play tight end or running back or something.
I thought they tried that with him, I think, tight end or something, but he didn't make it.
I don't think they ever – I think he was set on playing quarterback.
Well, anyway, Vandy gets the win there. OU beats up on South Carolina. That wasn't really even a game, really. They jumped out.
No, I think that's another school at the end of the year is going to be looking for a head coach. They haven't made the decision yet, but I think by the end of the year,
I believe Virginia Tech is either looking for a coach or about to fire the coach or something. I could see there's a lot of rumors of him going there because his dad was there forever, and pictures hanging on the wall and all that stuff. The Beamers. Frank Beamer is a Virginia Tech legend. So
why What is it about coaches that make people think that their offspring are going to be as good at coaches as their daddies were?
I don't know. I don't know.
You know,
Just some-
Calipari's got a kid that's like coaching on the team or whatever. And,
Mm.
you know, I think when Cal retires, somebody will say, "Oh, let's go get Calipari's son. I bet you he's pretty good." And doesn't Patino have a kid? I feel like Patino's got a kid that coaches.
Yeah, he coaches at like Xavier or somewhere now. I think they play each other in conference.
I just find it.
There's another one too. Pearl's kid just took over at Auburn. So
Yeah, why does Pearl's kid get to take over? That like
he's been with them for a long time, I guess. Too, they said. I don't know how long, but anyway.
But I find it interesting that so your dad's a head coach, so that means that you're going to be a good head coach. It's like it doesn't work that way in like any other profession, you know, like you're a really good, you know, carpenter, so your son's going to be a really good carpenter, you know.
Yeah, that one might not work.
Maybe not. But maybe he's going to be the Messiah.
A lot of doctors do that stuff. You know, it's like whatever your dad does, you do. It seems like, you know.
My brother did that. My brother followed right in that, like almost identically. Like my dad was a history teacher. Matt became a history teacher. Dad moved up to becoming a principal. Matt moved up to becoming a principal. Dad moved up to become a superintendent. Matt has now become the superintendent. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Dad also died at 56. I hope Matt doesn't follow him there. So.
No kidding.
Because that means he only got 1 year left. Because I think he hit the double nickel this year.
Yeah, I hope not. I want to talk about that stuff,
dude. That's what I'm shooting for. I'm shooting for 57. Like that's like my goal right now is to make it to 57.
Oh my gosh! I think you need to aim a little higher. Okay.
Well, once I get to 57, I'll set a new goal. But 57 is my first goal right now. I'm trying to get to 57.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. We got a couple more. Missouri at Auburn. That was actually went to double OT.
Double OT. Auburn gave them a ball game, which actually kind of has me worried about next week because the one game that I think the Hogs can win, they played really good against Mizzou.
I think we're going to beat Texas.
You think we're going to beat Texas? Wow.
I do, man. I don't think they're that
good. Sadly, at Arkansas, okay, if Bobby beats Texas, that might be just the thing to make him the head coach.
I don't know. We'll see. We get closer to that game, but
Texas did not look good. Texas did not look good against Kentucky.
No, something's just off about them. You know what I mean? Just something's
well,
not quite right.
You got to give Kentucky a little bit of credit, man. They got a good defense. They've had a good defense for like the last 4 or 5 years. They just never have an offense.
It's just been Texas that way all year. Like there's just been something off all year. Like they beat Oklahoma, okay, played pretty good that game, but every other game it's just been mediocre. You know what I mean?
I don't want to point the finger too much, but they put a lot of emphasis on a very young quarterback. They put a lot of pressure on a very, very young quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like he hasn't lived up to the expectations.
He's still young. I mean, he's still going to do this for a couple more years probably, you know? Like he's going to be really good 2 years from now.
Yeah, but that's probably when they should have gave him the reins is like 2 years from now, not this year is what I'm saying.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know what they got on the bench, but
anyway. I understand why they played him, because even if you think he's going to be good 2 years from now, you can't not play him because he'll end up transferring and going somewhere else, and then you won't have him 2 years from now. Somebody else will. So I understand the reasoning for putting him out there. I just feel like he wasn't ready for it.
Gotcha. Anyway, they hold on and win in overtime against Kentucky. Florida, like we said, beat Mississippi State 23-21, and then fired their coach.
Never
That's so
heard of
wild
it,
to me.
man.
That's so wild to me. You know,
I can't
he never got
imagine,
fired.
like, again, put that in any other job. Like you're a surgeon and you just save somebody in some medical procedure, and then the hospital says, "All right, good job, you're fired." You know, it just doesn't.
Yeah. There was some other good games this weekend, but and a lot of upsets. There was a lot of top 25 teams that lost.
I think
Okay.
there
They
4
played.
of the top 10 lost. I think is what it was. 4 or 5 of the top 10 lost.
Yeah, but there was like, I mean, a bunch in the top 25. So like
But
Miami lost,
Yeah.
Nebraska lost. Let's see. Ole Miss lost, Tennessee lost, Texas Tech lost. That Texas Tech
We-
game was really good.
we talked
LSU
about
lost.
yeah. We talked about this earlier in the season, though, when we started making our Power 12s, and they're like, "Well, can't believe I'm putting so and so in here." Well, by the end of the year, that all shakes out. Like, I had 2 weeks in a row where Alabama wasn't even in my top 12, and now they're like sitting up at the top of the SEC again. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it all ends
All
up
right.
shaking out.
All right. Well, let's go through our Power 12 right now, then, since you brought it up.
All right. Well, you need your 4 teams that are going to win the title.
All right. 4 conference champions, right?
Your 4 conference champions.
This is how I'm
So
going to
right
rank
now,
them. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So right now I got OSU,
Ohio State, yes.
Indiana.
They can't be a top 4 because
Oh, they can't because they're in the same thing, aren't
Big
they?
Ten, yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, see, that screwed you up.
All right, OSU, Texas A&M.
Texas A&M, I got them as number 2.
I guess I might have to go Georgia Tech.
Okay, I got Georgia Tech 4, BYU 3.
Golly, BYU is number 3. That's terrible. That's the worst top 4 I've ever seen in my life, man.
So you going Georgia Tech 3?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
All right.
Does
so
it really? You think it really matters?
No, I mean we just we're seeding them, right? There's 4 conference championship champions.
At this point, OSU is going to be your number 1 seed unless they lose to Indiana in the championship game, right?
Ohio State.
Yeah.
Yeah, if Indiana beats them, then they'll be the number 1 seed.
Yeah.
So and then you need a Power 5. Well, I don't know if I don't have a. Mine's messed up. Because you got to have a non-Power 4 champion, right?
You know who that is right now?
Hang on. South Florida?
It's either going to be South Florida or Notre Dame, one or the other.
Oh my gosh. I don't have either one of them in my top 12. I'm gonna have to slide everybody down one. All right, so let's see who. I guess I don't know, man. South Florida? Seriously?
Either that or Notre Dame, man.
I gotta go Notre Dame. I mean, come on. What are we talking about? And then okay, so let me do this. All right, who's your number 5? I guess I'm going Notre Dame.
I refuse to go Notre Dame. I'm going to go South Florida, USF.
Okay. All right, number 6, I've got Indiana.
Yeah, I think you got to put Indiana in there. I mean, they do is win, man. That's all they do is win.
Yep. Now that's where it starts getting a little more tricky. So,
I don't think so. I really don't.
because you go to your 1-loss teams.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Number 7 for me is Bama.
I have Bama at number 7 as well. Number 8, I got Georgia.
I think I'm going to put Oregon at number 8 and put Georgia at number 9.
Okay, I got Oregon at number 9, so we just flip-flop there. Number 10.
And you're going to think I'm
I got Vandy.
I got Vandy, baby. I'm putting Vandy at number 10.
Me too. I'm putting Vandy, and I know it's crazy.
That's nuts, yeah.
Oh, I missed one. That's all right. I can put them in here right here. You putting Vandy as number 10 as well?
Yeah.
All right, number 11. I'm gonna go Ole Miss.
I'm going to go Mizzou.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. And then number 12. Who did I miss? I missed somebody. Oh, it's Oregon. I guess Miami. Miami be number 12 for me.
I'm going to go Virginia.
All right.
UVA sitting at 6-1. They moved up 2 spots this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm going to take UVA, man.
Okay.
Plus, I already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 SEC teams in, and I don't know if we're going to get 5 in or not. I don't know if.
Yeah, I got 5 as well.
It's possible, but I don't know if we're going to get 5 in or not.
All right. Well, cool. There's our top Power 12, whatever you want to call them. Rankings or power rankings or playoff predictions, whatever. Okay, let's go through some NFL right quick because I got really run out of time. I hate to say that. I'm sorry, but I didn't put her off for 2 days already. So we already talked about the Pittsburgh-Cincinnati game the other night. We already talked about that. So Sunday, first up, man, the Rams just freaking crapped all over Jacksonville. I don't know what the heck happened there.
It's Jacksonville. Come on, man.
I know. Up and down. No consistency.
Well, I think it's got.
Can't tell which team's going to show up.
I think it's just being young. They got a young quarterback. They got a young wide receiver. They just.
It's like 2 or 3 years in now. He ought to be like, let's picking it up now. Let's go.
Well, I realize he's 2 or 3 years in, but I mean, age-wise, he's still a kid. I mean, he's only like, what, 23, 24 years old, maybe?
Old enough to know how to throw football. That's all I know.
He throws the football okay.
He does pretty good at that, yeah. Anyway, 35-7, they put it on him pretty good. So at home, too. So, and then how about Chicago? Beating the Saints. Got this win streak alive. I think that's 3 in a row or something like that.
I think the real, I mean, it's the Saints. I mean, I think that's
it's the Bears, though.
I get it. And I think Caleb Williams is coming along really well. You know, at the beginning of the season, I was real iffy on him. I didn't know if he would do well this year or not, but he has definitely improved from last year. It helps that he's not running for his life a lot this year. He's still getting sacked quite a bit, but it's not like every play. So, yeah,
they get the win. Cleveland just destroys Miami. Miami looks like man, they are so dysfunctional. I mean, that's what I'm saying. McDaniels, he's on his way out the door, man.
$70 million contract they gave that guy. $70 million contract. And he can't buy pants that fit. It's crazy.
I know he he's supposed to be an offensive genius or whatever, but he is not head coach material. It's not the same thing.
Well, I think it showed a little bit last year when Tua went out with the concussions and they didn't have a plan B. Like they didn't have a backup that knew the system or anything like that. And then it's like they put all their eggs in Tua's basket. And Tua, I'm probably going to get hate mail for saying this, but Tua is one of those quarterbacks that is like one game he looks like an all-star and the next he's Kyler Murray. That's who he looks like. One game he looks phenomenal and the next game he looks like he's never picked up a football before. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the defensive scheme or what, but
I don't know. Anyway, McDaniel's on his last leg there. So, let's see. New England gets another win, beats Tennessee.
Dude, Drake May's on fire. He was dropping dimes out there. He looked good, man.
Yeah, he set the record for the highest completion percentage in Patriot history. I was like, dang. He beat Tom Brady's records.
Did you see the Broncos game?
I did.
33 points in the fourth quarter. Set an NFL record. 33 points in the fourth quarter.
It was crazy, man.
It's nuts. They didn't do it.
It was 19-0 going into the fourth quarter. 19-0.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, what the heck, the Broncos? You guys, we suck all day. What the heck y'all doing? And then it was like, bam, 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 bam.
Well,
fourth quarter was crazy.
He throws the interception. Dart throws the little dump off pass interception, and it just kind of sparked the Broncos. And man, they just turned it on in the fourth quarter. And it says something about the New York Giants too. You're up 19-0. You should be able to take care of the ball enough to win that ball game. Like it says something. You got a really good running back. Why are you throwing the ball to get intercepted? Is a good question. Like you're up 19-0. You need to be running Cam Scatterboo like every play, milking the clock is what you need to be doing.
Well, they bottled him up pretty good. He wasn't even leading rusher, so
no.
Anyway, that was a crazy game.
Denver looks good, man. Or they did for one quarter. They didn't for 3 quarters, but they did for that one quarter.
Yeah, they did not look good for 3, for sure. Let's see. Kansas City completely destroyed the Raiders. 31-0. When was the last time you saw an NFL team scored nothing?
Well,
I don't even remember. That's crazy.
Dude, I cannot.
3 points or something.
I can't watch Kansas City without just getting freaking so upset at the referees. Like Kansas City could have won that ball game without the referees, but yet the referees still got involved. It just bugs me. It bugs me to no end, especially after I find out, that they've actually done a study and it shows that they favor Kansas City. And it just,
Yeah. Philadelphia Eagles beat the Vikings.
Yeah.
28-22. That's a little bit closer than it actually was. They must have scored late because when I saw that earlier in the game, Eagles were putting it on them pretty good.
Vikings had plenty of opportunities to win that ball game. Carson Wentz, oh my gosh, man. Yeah. There were 2 or 3 times that there was a wide receiver wide open and he'd sail it over their head or throw it at their feet.
Yeah.
I was like, no wonder you're a backup, man.
I could see Jefferson physically getting upset. He never showed it, but you could see I bet he was like, what bro, I'm open. What are you doing? You know what I mean? Like underthrowing.
Well, he's got to be going back to the bench saying to himself, okay, he's the backup. He's the backup. He's the backup, because.
Probably like, hey, we're all professionals here, bro. You better buckle up your chin strap and start throwing dimes like you're supposed to. Anyway.
But yeah, Vikings, there were a couple times they had like the right play dialed up and Wentz just missed it. So not totally Like I still think the Eagles are real vulnerable right now, but you got to have somebody that can take advantage of that vulnerability, and Carson Wentz couldn't do it.
Yeah. Let's see. Then where was I at? Carolina beats the Jets. Jets still winless.
Come on. Jets are going for the number 1 pick. Everybody knows that. Come on.
They must be. The Denver game, we talked about that. Colts beat the Chargers, man, and pretty convincingly too.
Yeah. Yeah, Indy ain't no joke this year, man. Indy ain't no joke.
Indiana Jones.
Yeah, Indy's going to be a tough out this year for anybody in the AFC. Indy's going to be a really tough out.
Yeah.
Of course, I thought that about Detroit last year, and what happened to them in the first round. So who knows? Cleveland Cavaliers like kicked ass last year, got to the playoffs and went home. So I mean, it just who knows, man.
I don't even remember the playoffs, like what round was what and all that. Didn't Lions go to the championship game?
No, they got beat out in the first round.
Who'd they get beat by? I don't remember.
Who was that beat them? Was it?
Jeez.
Oh, man, I don't know. Yeah.
Anyway.
But got beat handedly, like not just a little bit. They got run over. I can't remember who it was.
Let's see. Commanders.
Oh, yeah.
Is that right? 49ers to beat Lions. No, that was, I don't know when that was. It wasn't last year. Niners weren't in it last year. Anyway. What else we got here? We got Colts beat the Chargers. Packers beat the Cardinals barely by 4. San Fran beats the Falcons, and then you Cowboys whooped up on them Commanders. Whooped up on them.
Oh man,
I guess Jalen got hurt or something. Or Jaden. I was watching Red Zone, so it was like back and forth, and then they went to one that was like Mariota, blah blah blah, and I was like,
yeah.
What happened to?
It was somewhere in the third quarter. He got rolled up on the back of his leg. He walked to the blue tent, but he never came back out on the field. So I don't know what it is. High ankle sprain or something like that. I have no idea. Mariota didn't do bad when he was in there. It was awful late in the ball game, and we had a good lead on him. And Cowboys offense is just the Cowboys offense is too good to get a couple scores down on. Like you need to match point for point. Now, if you can get a couple scores up on the Cowboys, you can win the ball game. But if you let the Cowboys get a couple scores up on you, you're probably screwed because their offense is really good at not just scoring points, but time of possession and stuff like that. Like right before the half, the Commanders come out, 2-minute warning. They run a beautiful 2-minute warning. Daniels takes them down the field, punches it in the end zone. They get within like 3 points. I think there was 45 seconds left. In 35 seconds, Dak took Cowboys back down and scored again before half. I mean, they're so freaking talented at every position. And their offensive line is good. I just wish they had a defense. Their defense played better this week, but it was mainly mistakes that Washington was making. It wasn't like we were just playing out of our minds defense. Washington kept screwing up. They would put themselves, they get an offsides and put themselves at a, 1st and 20 or something like that. And then we would get them off the field. But
okay.
Yeah, it was nice. It was nice. After watching the Hogs lose by 3, watching my Cowboys win, it was a nice little pick me up for the rest of the week. So
All right. Well, there's all of our games that we watched and stuff, and
So now we're 3-3-1.
Uno. Yep, 3-3 and Uno.
We're playing 500 ball through 7 games.
So weird.
It is weird.
It's so weird. All right. Well, we got Monday Night Football tonight. I'm gonna go run over and see the grandkiddies for a little bit, and give my daughter her birthday presents that I got for her.
All right, I got a quick joke for you.
All right.
All right. Man walks into his house carrying a duck.
Mm-hmm.
He looks at his wife and he says, "This is the pig I've been sleeping with." And the wife says, "That's a duck." And he says, "I'm not talking to you."
That's so mean. Jeez.
All right, dude. I'll talk to you later. Hey,
All
if y'all
right.
get a chance, hit that like and subscribe. You can follow Big at the Bleachers Pod. You can follow me at Rural Route Tuck. We appreciate y'all showing up. Brandon, send that girl to Arkansas. Maybe she can help us out.
All right, man. I'll catch you later. Peace out.
Peace.
Thanks for watching our show. Remember to subscribe for more shows on the network. Smash the like button, share,